of hell. Nonna Maria never would. Their legends were burned into her mind, branding her with a bone-deep sense of dread. The area between her shoulders prickled, as if their midnight eyes were upon her, watching from the shadows. It was only a matter of time before they came looking, if they hadn't begun to already. One didn't steal from the devil and go unpunished. Her focus darted back to the twins. Like the churning Tyrrhenian sea, there was a restlessness about them tonight, one that spoke of unseen trouble to come. Vittoria's charms were rushed, and Emilia stumbled over hers, trying to keep up. A twig popped in the fire, quickly followed by another, the sound like wishbones snapping over their spellbooks, a warning in its own right. Nonna gripped the arms of her rocking chair, her knuckles turning the color of the blanched almonds lying on the counter. "Calmati. Not so fast, Vittoria," she scolded. "You'll have to begin again if you don't do it correctly. Do you want to gather grave dirt alone in the dark?" Much to Nonna's dismay, Vittoria didn't appear as frightened as she should have. The thought of wandering around a graveyard under the light of a full moon and an angry storm seemed appealing to the child. She pursed her lips before offering a slight shake of her head. It was Emilia who answered, though, giving her sister a warning look. "We'll be more careful, Nonna." To prove her point, Emilia held up the vial of holy water they'd gotten from the monastery and tipped it over their amulets, allowing one drop to sizzle over each. Silver and gold, an offering of balance between light and dark, a gift for what had been stolen all those years ago. As above, so below. Pacified, Nonna watched as they finished their charm, relieved when white sparks rose in the flames before burning red again. Another year, another victory. They'd tricked the devil once more. Eventually, there'd come a day when the charms wouldn't work, but Nonna refused to think of that now. She glanced at the windowsill, pleased by the dried orange slices laid out in even rows. Lavender sprigs hung to dry over the mantel, and the tiny stone island was covered with both flower and fragrant herbs waiting to be tied into neat bunches. Verbena, basil, oregano, parsley, and bay leaves. The scents mingled pleasantly. Some were for their celebratory dinner, and others for their charms. Now that the protection ritual was done, they might enjoy their meal. Nonna looked at the clock on the mantel. Her daughter and son-in-law would arrive from the family restaurant soon, bringing with them laughter and warmth. Storms and omens or not, all would be well in the De Carlo home. The flames settled, and Emilia sat back, biting her nails. A nasty habit Nonna was determined to break. The child spit a nail clipping out and went to toss it on the floor. "Emilia!" Nonna's voice rang loudly in the small room. The child started, dropping her hand, and gave a sheepish look. "In the fire. You know better than to leave things for those who practice le arti oscure." "Sorry, Nonna," Emilia mumbled. She chewed her lip, then her grandmother waited for the question she knew was coming. "Will you tell us about the dark arts again?" "Or the Malvagi," Vittoria added, always interested in stories of the wicked. Even on nights they were forbidden from uttering such names. "Please." "We shouldn't speak of dark things aloud. It invites trouble." "They're just stories, Nonna," Emilia said quietly. If only that were true. Nonna Maria traced a protection charm over her heart, finishing it with a kiss to her fingertips, and exhaled. The twins exchanged triumphant grins. It was impossible to keep the legends from the girls, no matter if it filled their heads with dreams of the 7 princes of hell. Nonna feared they romanticized demons too much. It was best, she decided, to remind them why they should be wary of beautiful creatures without souls. "Wash your hands and help roll the dough. I'll talk while you make the buzziate." The matching